Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Hybridicious squad building series. Now before I begin today's episode, I would like to quickly update you guys and let you know that I have in fact changed the format of the series. If you're interested to learn more about the changes, I will leave a brief description down below where I will give you a description on the changes and the reason for these changes. So without further ado, let us begin the squad, and in that I decided to go with Brkic. Now Brkic is a really good keeper, mainly due to the fact that he's 6'4", he has 80 diving and 78 reflexes. He also has the acrobatic trait, which seems to help him make those really kind of impossible saves, if you may. And for 400 coins, he is a great buy, and I would definitely recommend him if you're looking for a Serie A or Serbian keeper. Now moving on to the central defenders, we start off with Chivu on the right, and Chivu is a well-rounded defender, and what I mean by that, he has 73 long passing, 78 ball control, and 86 stand tackle. He pretty much excels at every single category, and with medium work rates, it does work out quite well, as I was able to utilize his long shots and his passing, and it did work out quite well because he was paired with Benatia, who was the stopper of the team. He was responsible for most of the defensive duties, and he did quite well. Some in-game stats which do stand out are 91 stand tackle, 89 marking, and he also has 85 aggression and 83 strength, which are two great combinations to have on a center back. And he also has the medium-high work rates, which ensured he was usually back on defense. So moving on to the fullbacks, we start off with Mesba. And Mesba was mainly here for chemistry purposes, but he was a very well-rounded player. He does have high medium work rates, so he was usually on attack, which wasn't too bad because he actually has 78 long shots, 78 crossing, and in terms of defense, he has 80 acceleration and sprint speed, which in my opinion are the two most important stats for a fullback. So moving to the right side, we have Lichtsteiner, who is essentially a better version of Mesba, another well-rounded fullback with high medium work rates. He's tall, he's strong. I believe he has 85 sprint speed with 79 strength, which is really good. And some other notable stats are 88 crossing and 87 curve, which do come into effect as he did like to push forward at times. Now moving on to the midfield, we start off with Lazar, and he was the center mid. Now the only issue was his work rates. He has high work rates, and at times I found that he would leave huge gaps in the midfield, which was an issue, but he was able to make up ground considering he's fairly quick. He is a decent passer, and he also has 78 interceptions, so he was quite well at intercepting the ball and breaking up attacking plays. Now moving on to the outside middles, we have Abdun on the left, and this was kind of a mistake on my part, as Abdun is normally set as a left wing, and he really didn't excel in this position considering he does not have the pace nor the strength or defensive abilities to play in this position. But overall, he is a pretty nice player. 4-star skill moves, fairly agile, and fairly fun on offense. On the other side, I decided to go with Shaqiri, who is just a tremendous player, very well-rounded, great shot power, 4-star skill moves, and very fun to use on offense. Now moving on to the center attacking mids, we start off with Salpingidis, and he's originally set as a striker, so it does cost a little bit to convert him to a center attacking mid, roughly around 2,000 coins, but I do feel as if it's a good transition, as he does have the passing stat and the positioning to play center attacking mid, along with great pace and a very good shot. And on the other side, I decided to compensate with a playmaker, as there really wasn't too many good passers on this team. So De Bruyne was that playmaker. He was responsible for opening up space for other players and feeding them the ball. And overall, a great player. I believe he has 5-star weak foot as well, which is a huge bonus. And we finish off the team with Marko Arnautovic, who is my favorite player on Ultimate Team, mainly due to the fact that he is so cheap and you just get so much. Not only that, but he's such a versatile player. He can play in so many different formations and adapt to so many different play styles. So that is the team introduction, and now we shall move on to the goals. So in this portion of the video, I will show you guys more clips, and at the meantime, I will also give you guys a more detailed review of the attackers. So we shall start off with De Bruyne, and De Bruyne was a terrific player. As I mentioned earlier, he was the playmaker, so I mainly focused on passing the ball with him. He was the player that would kind of bring the ball up the pitch and distribute the ball to other players. Now, in terms of his skills, he is fairly slow. He only has 67 acceleration, which is a big issue as he doesn't reach his top sprint speed too quickly, but he does have 85 vision, 83 long pass, and 83 short pass, which does satisfy all the playmaking needs, and overall fairly agile players. So overall a great player, and with 5-star weak foot, he was a very fun player to use on offense. Next we move on to Hybridicious, and as I mentioned, he was originally set as a striker, so you do have to turn him into a center attacking mid, but I believe that's well worth it as he does have some great stats and he did excel in the center attacking mid position right there, showing off his shot. In game, he actually has 87 finishing, 85 long shots, and 85 shot power. Pair that with 87 sprint speed and 88 acceleration, and you have a very dangerous player. Now, he was a little plain, and the reason why I say that is because he only has 3-star skill moves. So his abilities were limited, especially for a player like myself who does enjoy using skill moves. But as I said, he is a great player, and I would definitely recommend changing him to the center attacking mid position, as he was always able to cause the opposition difficulties with his pace. And of course, another example of his finishing. This finishing isn't too good as the keeper comes out. I probably could have challenged him, but he did manage to finish in most situations, which is a huge bonus. So now we move on to Shaqiri, and Shaqiri is one of my favorite players in this game, mainly due to the fact that he has the rare combination of dribbling, sprint speed, and strength. He is a very hard player to tackle, mainly due to his in-game stats of 92 agility and 88 dribbling, combined with 70 strength, and he also has 91 shot power, which is a huge bonus as shot power is a really important stat when it comes to shooting, and it does play a huge role in your ability to score goals. And he also has, I believe, 70 interceptions, which is another big bonus. He's always going back on defense, intercepting the ball, so that was a nice addition. And as I mentioned, Abdun wasn't the greatest. He was out of position. In game, he has 70 long pass and 77 short pass, which is a nice bonus. A good passer, but he really didn't excel in that position. And we move on to Benatia, who was a tremendous defender. And I don't score too many headers on corners, mainly due to the fact that I go for stuff like this, and they usually don't work out. But Benatia was there to clean it up, and he did score a pair of headers, which for me is a great result. As I mentioned, I don't score too many headers with my defenders. So we move on to the player of the match, and right here, if you guys notice, everyone's playing in unison, great teamwork, and Arnautovic is just the master. Whether it comes to positioning, finishing, he is such a good player, and that's mainly due to the fact that he has a very unique skill set. I believe he has 80 sprint speed, 79 strength, and 78 agility paired with 84 dribbling, and that allows him to be fast, strong. Agility and dribbling go hand in hand, so that would explain his ability to beat players with ease. The fact that he has 4-star skill moves is a huge bonus, not to mention 4-star weak foot. And as you guys can see, I go on a slalom run right here, and he just does a great job going past a pair of defenders with that L2-R2 combination and finishing with ease. And I believe he also has 89 shot power, and as I mentioned, shot power does play a huge role in your ability to finish. And finally, I believe he has 73 short pass, and that's where his ability to adapt to many different play styles comes into effect. His ability to play that short ball is a huge bonus, as he is able to play 1-2s with all the players around him. So that is the end of the episode. If you guys enjoyed, I would appreciate a like. And as always, this has been Adrian, and I hope you have yourself a wonderful day.